Hey there lovelies, it's Sarah Leonard of acatlikecuriosity.com. Just another one of the theme tours. This time we're looking at the free version of the Mary Kate theme, which is from Angie Makes. I'm just going to give you a quick tour of where to find everything should you want to alter the appearance of the website. And for this particular theme, all of your options really are underneath the appearance menu and customize. So I'll click here and wait for it to load. And we have a few options here. So if we click on grid, here you can change the site's width. So the overall width of the site by default is set to 1100 pixels. The sidebar is set at 272 pixels, and there's little padding around the edges of about 30 pixels and 60 pixels. You can change all of those and alter them and see what you like. If you wanted the site to be wider or narrower, that's entirely up to you. So that's completely customizable in here. You can also change it and add a background image if you wish to. And the background color you can change as well using the color picker. If you don't like the crisp white background. Logo image. Again, you can add your own logo here. You can add a little bit of padding so that there's more of a gap between the bottom of the logo and where the writing starts. I've removed that padding actually because for this particular image I think it looks better without it. But that's possible. You can just add in a number, something like between 10 and 30 here, just to see if you want to move your logo a little bit further away from where the writing appears underneath. Site identity, that sets the writing that you see appearing here. So we've got the Handmade Tutu Company across the top, and then Buttercup Bridal appears exactly there. You can toggle these to show or not show just by unclicking the box. And again, there's a little bit of padding between the edge of this writing and where the menu actually starts. So again, you can play with that. You can make that wider by adding a higher number in, or less wide by making the number smaller. And the site icon, which is this little icon that goes up in the top corner here on the tab, we've got set to here. And again, you can just upload an image to change that one. It's very simple to do. Header layout, we've got this little strip of cute pink background image up at the top here, which I think is quite nice. But you can change that if you wish to. You can add your own, create your own if you want to. And you can center that if you want to. You can change it to left bottom, left top. So it could be right at the bottom of the page. You can experiment with those as to where you want this image to appear. You can check if you've put in a background image, you can have it repeat in the background. And again, you've got other options like changing the gap between the very top of the site and where the logo starts. So that at the moment is set to 80. You could make that smaller if you wish to. And the bottom padding is set to 20. So again, those are all customizable elements that you can play around with. And if you do change any of those, so say for example, if we change that to 50, you'll see that come into effect. A live preview of that happening will happen on the page opposite you. So you'll be able to see that coming to fruition, if that makes sense. And the footer, if you're an affiliate of Angie Makes, which you might decide to do, sort of advertising her themes for the websites, you can add that in there. Otherwise, there's no other options for editing the footer, which is this little bit here. Obviously, because it's a free theme, there's a little bit of advertising from the person who made that theme in the first place, which makes sense. We also have menus. There's one menu location for this particular theme, just the one here. And you can set your menus using the drop-down menu here. If you're wanting to edit the menus, I would suggest doing that under Appearance and Menus on the main part of the site. It's just a little bit easier than trying to do it here. I think you've more options then. But feel free to have a look at my adding pages to your menus tutorial for a bit more information about that. That's one of the video tutorials on the page. We also have widgets that we can set in the footer. So for this particular one, I've got a search box, and I've also got the Facebook page set at the bottom, but you can add as many as you want in there really. And a static front page in this case, we do have a static front page, a welcome page that people see when they first come to the site. You can set that to just have your latest blog posts available here on the first page if you want to. If that's what your site is more about, blogging, then you might want to do that, but otherwise you can set up a static home page and you just choose whichever you want to be your home page from the menu here. And if you do have a blog, you can choose which page your blog posts appear on as well in the same way. So if you changed anything in there, always remember to click Save and Publish, and then we can exit out of there. And that's where you find all of the editable portions of the website. There is an option to add some CSS, to edit the CSS if you wish to. That's fairly advanced, so perhaps read up on a few tutorials before you head into doing anything like that. For the majority of you, probably won't need to do that at all. I did mention the menus thing. I would always recommend, if you're trying to edit your menu, to use this menu. So it's under Appearance and Menus, because you've just got a few more options. You can choose to add a post to there, a product to there if you have a shop, custom links, categories, all kinds of different things, product categories as well. So you can choose to add all sorts of different things to the menu structure. The main ones that people tend to do is either adding in posts, so direct links to posts, direct link to products, customized links. So if you wanted to link to an Etsy shop, for example, you could put one of those in there, and categories would be the most commonly used ones. Format I don't think would be relevant. WooCommerce endpoints. So yeah, you could put some of those in for people who need a direct link to having lost their password or something. But I would recommend just adding into your menu your basic pages, really. That would be the best way to do it. Otherwise it could end up looking quite cluttered across the top here, and you don't really want that to happen. So that's a quick tour then of the Mary Kate free theme. If you have any other questions about it that I haven't answered in the video, feel free to get in touch with me and I'll see if I can help. Thanks so much.